This week, our group will be presenting and explaining the terms immediacy, hypermediacy, and remediation.
What is hypermediacy? Hypermediacy makes the viewer accept the medium being viewed as a medium. The logic of hypermedia aims to make the viewer acknowledge the medium's media, whether it's newspaper, radio, internet. It allows the user to be in touch. Hypermedia is also defined as a window style in digital media today. It requires one to navigate and be intensely aware of their media. Which brings us to hypermediacy being a visual style. As William J. Mitchell says, it emphasizes process or performance rather than a finished art object. Hypermediacy is a new media experience born from the marriage of TV and computer technology. It relied on the cathode ray tube, which produces a luminous image on the fluorescent screen used on TVs and computers. It also relied on the transistor, which consisted of amplification and switching. Hypermediacy is made of images, sounds, text, animation, and video, which can be brought together. It's a medium that offers random access, no physical beginning, middle, or end. You can access multiple media. For example, you are listening to music on your phone, you are scrolling through Instagram, Googling something, but yet you are still aware of each media separately. Another example is the desktop. Each window draws your attention separately as well. The multiple representations inside the window, text, graphics, videos, create a heterogeneous space as they compete for the viewer's attention. Icons, menus, and toolbars add further layers and visuals and verbal meaning. Hypermediacy can manifest itself in the creation of multimedia spaces in the physical world, such as theme parks or arcades. For example, Disney World. Disney revolves around sound, text, animations, videos. They're all brought together in one place and include multiple different characters from other media. Hypermediacy is immediacy's opposite number, an alter ego that has been suppressed fully for long periods of time. While transparent immediacy, the medium's purpose is to disappear, hypermediacy makes us aware of the medium. Hypermediacy expresses itself as multiplicity. If the point of immediacy is to erase or to render automatic the act of representation, hypermediacy does the opposite. It acknowledges multiple perspectives and makes them visible. It multiplies the sign of mediation and attempts to stimulate the sensorism of human experience. Next, we will look at examples of hypermediacy. Each example shows multiple medias combined. The magazine offers different texts and images that stand out separately, but are in one place. As you can see also the smart TV, it allows for random access, whether you're going to Netflix, Hulu, or searching the web on the TV. Hypermediacy allows us to be intensely aware of the media that we are using.
Remediation. Remediation is defined as the incorporation of one medium to a new medium. The purpose of remediation is to advance the older version of a medium. The fact that remediation exists is a sign of being in a new age of media. One example of remediation are music apps for our phones like Spotify or Apple Music. Some examples of remediation include The Revenant, which was originally a book and then eventually turned into a movie. The second example is the fact that we used to watch television just to get the news, and now we can go on YouTube on our laptops in order to watch the news.
With some in-depth understanding of each of these terms, one can easily form a connection back to ethics and democracy. Immediacy is basically the construction of media which relates as closely as possible back to our own reality. Therefore, we can ask ourselves, for whom is this content relatable for? If, through immediacy, the viewer is meant to relate to the setting or situation portrayed, then it should be relatable or made available to people amongst many different backgrounds. Rather than portray a story geared toward middle-class Caucasians, perhaps the content can target an audience made of other classes and ethnicities. Remediation can be related to ethics as well. By using a previous format of media, did the new creators give credit to or ask permission from the original creators? Perhaps those of a higher status could take advantage of lower status people and steal their content and ideas. The Hunger Games franchise was based off the book series of the same name written by Suzanne Collins. Though the producers received Collins' permission and worked closely with her in developing the cinematic world of Panem, the purpose and themes of the books were lost in the translation. The novelized Katniss Everdeen was an independent child with mental health issues like PTSD, while the cinematic Katniss Everdeen was a lovesick young woman who briefly touches PTSD. Due to hypermediacy's multimedia nature, we have become addicted to the internet. For example, mostly everyone is familiar with the term YouTube rabbit hole. Because of YouTube's layout, a viewer is aware of the abundance of videos. While watching one video, pop-ups and sidebars advertise other similar videos to pique your interest. With little self-control, this could lead to hours of watching YouTube. This causes opportunity for shorter attention spans and lack of productivity.